Oh, hi. Hello everyone, my name is CantDoGames and welcome back to the weird side of the news. On today's weird news, we have a very upset customer at CEX with his iPhone. Don't think he likes him that much. Also, the world's most expensive burger from a kebab van. Did the burger man or something, I don't know, maybe have horns and a tail? Oh, unlucky. That's all to come up in today's weird news. I hope you stick around, I hope you enjoy, and let's get into this. Lad accidentally pays £666.50 for a burger after a night out. Fucking hell. I can just imagine the burger place or kebab place just go, woohoo, fucking idiot, throwing money around, you know what I mean? That's creepy though, because 666 as well. Ooh. Did the burger man or something, I don't know, maybe have horns and a tail? Oh, unlucky. I understand, like, maybe spending that much on a night out drinking and getting a bit too much. Hey, when I used to drink, of course I don't anymore. I haven't touched alcohol in like 4, nearly 5 years now. Yep, holding strong. I've spent quite a lot I have in one night, and I mean a lot, and I regretted it. But that was on loads of alcohol, not just one burger. Do you get chips with it? Was it a good burger? Oh, that poor bastard. Oh god, and if that is actually it, that's probably why it's oh my god, it's a mobile fucking burger van. Is there anything worse than waking up in the mornings after a night out and taking a look at the dent you've made in your bank account? I remember them days. The fear of waking up, you've got a big hangover, so you know you've drank loads, you feel like shit, you're aching everywhere, you've vomited somewhere on you, and then you look at your bank and that's just the... That's the killing blow, is looking at your bank account. Well, imagine Toby Wilson's horror when he woke up after a night out in York with his mates to find that he had spent an eye-watering £666 on a burger. Fuck. Toby, 35, stopped at the Effie Kebab Kitchen food truck at about 11 p.m. on his way home for a reasonable price veggie burger and chips, but he accidentally wound up paying for the most expensive meal of his life. That fucking man has now gone on holiday with your fucking money, mate, after that. You won't see him again, will you? Jeez. Oh, this poor sod is crying inside. You can see, can't you? It wasn't until a few days later, when he was back at home in Manchester, that Toby noticed that the miscalculation spotting that his account balance had dropped significantly. It was like, no way, this can't be real, he recalls. I am a non-drinker. Maybe it would be different if someone was drunk and just stumbled in to get a kebab and got it all wrong, but that's very much not the case. Oh, so he wasn't drinking. So he wasn't drunk. That's fuck. Well, that's easy to solve then, really. You can... Well, actually, yeah, it should be. You should be able to get your money back. That's that's fraud, basically, isn't it? Yeah. Toby asked one of his pals from York to head into the kebab shop and explain the mix-up for him. But after the pair exchanged a few texts, Toby claims that the company's HR manager, Amin Abdullah, told him to speak to his bank. Yeah, basically speak to the bank, really, because then they get involved, and then of course you get the bank talk to the manager, because then they know it's actually serious. If they listen to you, they could just think you're someone trying to get money off them. So that's why you always go for the bank first before you say anything. But that's just how I think you should do it. Over a month later, Toby and Amend are still at the stalemate over any possible refund of the £666. Being a large conglomerate, they have rules to follow and things like that, he explains. I explained the story to them, his bank, and they essentially need him a hand to say yes, it happened. Oh, they need the person to say, yes, that's how much it came through. Well, if it came through your bank detail, you must have used it on your phone or your card. So that transaction should be on the database of your bank. It should be, and if it's done by your phone, it should be saved in your phone details. I don't really do on a phone bank. I don't do mobile banking. I don't like the idea of it being on your phone when people could just scan your phone. I swear that's what you can do, or they're just being stingy. Although the mix-up was funny at first, it's now causing him unending weeks of stress. Fuck, you can imagine. Very frustrating. Admittedly, at the start, it was a bit of a funny story. I thought it would be quickly sorted out. The bank would go, yep, it's an error. But the bank is very slow at doing things. They said, have you got a receipt? The human aspect of it is, I don't. Yeah. Well, it's on your phone then, wouldn't it be? Or be on your online banking. No one has a receipt for all the things like that. Mortgage and bills to pay. It's just very worrying. The point is the money is mine and it's significantly amount. Business owner Alamil told the local paper that he had wanted Toby to talk to his bank for safety reasons, insisting this is a legal way. Yeah. Still, like, fucking hell. Toby is still stunned that he managed to spend hundreds on a burger and chips meal that should have cost him a few pounds. Sometimes I still look at now and think, was it definitely that? I look at the bank transfers and it's got the same name of his business, and it's not like it's an incorrect number. It's been paid for by Apple Pay. You can see it goes into the bank account. He added, if it was 50, I might have been able to go, you know what, just keep it. It's not a bother with the stress, but it's a lot. On Friday, 3rd of February, he was speaking to his card company to see if they could provide proof that £666 of Toby's money had gone into his account. I'm talking to them to prove that the money is is in my account or not. If they prove it or if they don't prove it, I'm going to tell him. What a nightmare. So, a night out where you didn't even actually drink, mate. And you just got deviled. Because, Devil was working the night shift and thought this would be a fun prank. Okay, before we get into the next bit of the news, I would really appreciate if you could leave a like and subscribe to my channel to help support it and to show you YouTube's algorithm, all that stuff. If you made it this far into the video, that is, might as well like the video, and just subscribe. Next up on the weird news. CeX shopper smashes effing rip-off phone in furious row with staff. Well, it's CEX. Or CeX. Demonetized now, just because I said one word. But yeah, it's a second-hand piece. The phone isn't going to be brilliant because it's been used. A customer has been filmed smashing up a phone in a CeX shop in a protest at what he believes was a effing rip-off. You can see the whole strange scene unfold in the video below.
Verify and then come back. Unless there are any other means of verifying email address, I don't know why we use this here. Like after refund if that's right. Silly wild fool with it. Pizza. You're selling things that you couldn't do anything with, right? You are a f***ing rip-off.
Oh my god. That was taking it a bit too far. You didn't need to do that. Your face is now on their CCTV. They could probably find you and you're going to get fined and everything, you idiot. It's a second-hand phone. It's not going to be perfect. But you don't need to go that mad. Like, what was wrong with it? Like why? Why did he redo this? It's like, I need more context first before I start judging. As you can see, the man was clearly not happy with the product that he had purchased at CEX, or Complete Entertainment's exchange. if you prefer. I think I prefer their long name because I don't want to keep saying CeX, you know. And decided that he was going to make a scene to embrace the point. He started by doing a bit of shouting before throwing the iPhone onto the floor not once but twice. Oh, it was an iPhone. What iPhone? Was it the new one? Doesn't look like the new one. The new one's big, ain't it? Something like that. The irritated customer decided to pick it up and take a different approach, whacking it off the counter in rage, also getting into the face of the employee at the shop, who stood around like everyone else, watching in disbelief. He accused the shop of selling him a piece of effing shit and some effing S that you can't do anything with. How many times can you swear with the same sentence twice? That's how. At one stage, he was whacking the phone off the side counter, a corner of the counter, so hard that his own watch fell off his wrist and landed on the floor. Did it? Oh yeah, it did. I will say, what are with these boots? Okay, I'm not really one for fashion, but they're kind of clashing, mate, with everything else. I'm just saying, they're kind of out of place. Actually, they're just wellies. The whole bizarre scene was captured on a camera by TikTok user at Shayna is Sin the House, okay, who tagged the video with the caption, "Didn't expect this." All the while, a group of shoppers stood around, aghast at what was happening before their eyes, and it seems as if that shock and confusion has carried into those who have watched the video online. One person joked, "Phone seemed pretty well put together if you ask me." Yeah, well, to be honest, it only took a few stomps for it to just shatter. Another asked, what did that achieve for him? A hefty fine and probably never allowed in there again. He probably doesn't want to go in anyways, so it doesn't matter, but he's got to pay a fine. However, many others have pointed out that whether or not you think the phone is bad, it's probably not the fault of the poor lad behind the counter. Nah, he's just doing his job. You know, he's not the one who recommended it. In like the CX shops, you pick out what you want to look at, and they will grab that actual one and show you it. You know, that's what they're doing, and show you how it works. That's their job. So it's his own fault, probably, not for listening. It seems as if this whole strange saga happened in the CEX, as you may or may not know, is pronounced SCX, in whale mouth in front of Shannon's Elson, who was waiting in queue for a video game. It has been reported that the whole thing allegedly started because the man brought the phone earlier that same day before attempting to set it up in a pub. Set it up in a pub? Okay, what? After having his iPhone account details entered, the man apparently couldn't verify the removal of his account and therefore couldn't get a refund, which is what caused him to kick off. You call up Apple. You don't go to CEX, you call up Apple because they're the ones who make the phones. And they're the ones who have like the accounts and information. He's an idiot. I know people say, oh yeah, just go to where you bought it. If it's second hand, you don't go to the second hand store. You go to the actual store of the product. Ugh, Jesus Christ. And he was at the pub, so he's probably drinking, so he's probably confused as well. Staff members Jacob Adams told Mail Online, "I was confused as to why the customer reacted in a way they did. I didn't witness the sales transactions, but when he returned, I was presented for the entire duration. Intently, he was served and quickly became aggressive. I inverted to de-escalate the situation. When I spoke to the customer, I explained that in this instance, I could goodwill the item for him so his money would be returned." Well, there you go. Just do that. The customer continued to become more aggressive, possibly due to the fact that he seemed intoxicated and from his own admissions had been to the pub before. There you go, drinking. It's another day in town, basically. Although I didn't appreciate the manner in which the customer spoke to the rest of my staff, I did attempt to de-escalate the situation and offered to fully refund the same methods that the customer paid. Level has contacted CX for more comments. So yeah, it's just some drunk guy just got angry, bought a phone, he didn't know how to work it, because if you want to do your account and you can't work out your own phone, you go to the Apple store and then you talk to them. Even if it's a second-hand phone. It's been cleaned off and deleted, it's now a fresh start to a phone. It doesn't matter if you got something else, you can take it in and, you know, ask some help. You know, simple as just go there. Don't go to where you bought it on the same fucking day and rage because you don't know how a phone works. Maybe stick to your Guinnesses, not the iPhones. Alright guys, that was today's weird news. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like to support the channel with YouTube's algorithm, and subscribe if you're new. And leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments below, and I'll try to reply to them as soon as possible. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.